This lesson is algebra review. We're going to start by simplifying expressions, and the first question says simplify. The reminder for simplify means collect all like terms, and remember like term is a term with the same letter or same variable and same exponent. So in 6x minus 4x squared plus 5 minus 3x squared plus 2x minus 1, 4x squared is like 3x squared. Notice when I circle the subtraction symbol, we remember that subtract can also be thought of as a -4 coefficient. So we need to keep that sign with the term that follows it. So I'm going to write those next to each other to show that they're like terms. Okay, and now look at my x's. I have 6x and I have positive 2x. Now 6x doesn't have a sign in front. If nothing's there, we know it's a positive. So I'm going to write those down next to each other. Positive 6x plus 2x. And then I have my constants. Constants, remember, is a number by itself, so 5 and -1. So we have positive 5 and -1. Okay, now I add like terms together. So -4 minus 3 is a -7x squared. And then we have 6x plus 2x, which is 8x. And 5 minus 1, which is a positive 4. And that's our final answer. Okay, the next one says to expand and simplify, and expand means we're multiplying out the bracket. So I'm going to be doing 5 times 2x and 5 times 3. So 5 times 2x is 10x, and 5 times 3 is 15. Now, we have a bracket here, but no number. So we remember there's an invisible one here, and we're going to treat that like a -1 times 4x is a -4x. And -1 times -1 is a positive 1. Now we put like terms together. So 10x minus 4x plus 15 plus 1, and that's 6x plus 16. All right, that's our polynomial review. Now we're going to get into our solving equations review. So for solving equations, we have the steps on the side. The first step is fractions, and I'm actually not going to, oh sorry guys, my screen moved. I'm actually not going to use common denominator to get these fractions. So if you have fractions, we're going to do something that's called clear the fraction, and we're going to use the LCM, lowest common, just squeezing that in there, lowest common multiple. Okay, but our first 3 questions, so if we think it as question 1, question 2, question 3, and question 4, our first 3 questions don't have any fractions, so we won't worry about it for now. The next thing you do if the fraction's gone is to expand all brackets, so our first 2 don't have that, and then we want to collect all like terms on the same side, so all x's on one side and all constants to the other. So in our first question, I have 3x plus 5 equals -4. We want to get x by itself, so we want to leave 3x alone. We're going to get the 5 over to the other side to be with the -4, so the constants are together. So I'm going to leave my 3x, put my equal sign, -4 is already on the right side, and 5 moves over, becomes a -5. So now I have 3x equals -9, so we'll just solve on the right side. And now to get rid of that times 3, the opposite is divide 3, both sides. So I have x equals -3. Now it also says to solve and check. So let's go ahead and do the check. And what we're doing is we're checking to see, does x equal -3? So to do a check, we're going to make a t-chart. And we're going to have our left side of the equation on one side of the t-chart. So 3x plus 5 is the left side, and the right side is -4. So just a reminder in case you forgot, in 3x, so I'll just erase this, and 3x plus 5 equals -4, that equal sign is like an imaginary line, and we have a left side and we have a right side. Okay, so that's where we got the 3x plus 5 from. So now we're going to check by subbing in -3 into where x is. So I have 3 times x, which will now be 3 times -3 plus 5. And 3 times -3 is -9 plus 5. We'll just solve this using BEDMAS. -9 plus 5 is a -4. On my right side, I have nothing to solve, it's just -4. So now I can make a conclusion. Since left side equals right side, therefore x equals -3. We know we did it correct. All right, let's look at the second equation. So I'm going to start by moving that constant, that -15, over to the other side. So I have 4x squared equals 469 minus 15. So now we'll solve on the right side, and that is going to give me 454, I think. Let me just really quickly, for some reason that doesn't make sense. 469 minus, oh, it's plus 15. That's why it doesn't make sense. Okay. Let's redo that part right here. So we're going to move that -15 over, and it becomes a positive 15. So then 469 plus 15 is going to be 484. And now I'm going to have to get rid of that times 4, so I'll divide 4 by both sides. So the 4's cancel. I'm left with x squared equals 121. Now we don't want x squared, we want just x, so we have to think what's the opposite of x squared, and it's squaring, and if you forget, it's down here. Opposite of squaring is square root, so I will square root both sides, and then x equals the square root of 121 is 11. So I probably should have mentioned that at the bottom we're using opposite operations, so we know adding and subtracting is opposites, multiplying and dividing, and square and square roots. All right, let's go to number 3. So number 3 is brackets. We need to expand our brackets first. So that would be 2 times 4 is 8. Oh, not supposed to put an equal sign there. Let's keep it in the middle. 2 times -3x is a -6x plus 5. Put your equal sign. 3 times 2x is 6x. 3 times -7 is a -21 plus 5x. I'm going to put all my x's on the same side, so -6x will stay where it's at. This 6x, when it moves over, becomes a -6x. 5x comes over, becomes a -5x. We have -21 on the right side. 8 comes over as a -8. 5 comes over as a -5. So -6 minus 6 is a -12, minus 5 is a -17x. And -21 minus 8 is a -29. Minus 5 is a -34. We'll divide both sides by -17, and x is going to equal +2. All right, the last question is our fractional equation. So what we're going to do is, I do not want to work with the fractions, so I'm going to do something that's called clear the fraction. And we clear the fraction by multiplying both sides of the equation by the LCM, which is the lowest common multiple. So the lowest common multiple between 3, 6, and 2 is 12. We get that just like we would a denominator. And what we do with that lowest common multiple is we are going to multiply every term by 12, which is the lowest common multiple. Okay, that's what we're going to do. So the first term is 4x plus 3. So I'm going to multiply 4x over 3 by 12. The next term is x over 6. So I'm going to multiply that by 12. The next term is 2. So I'll multiply that by 12. Now I'm on the other side of the equal sign. The next term is x. I'll multiply that by 12. And the last term is 3/2. Now I want you to notice, I'll just fit it in there. What I want you to notice is I multiplied terms like 2 and x that didn't have denominators. And that's to keep my equation balanced. Okay, it makes it still equal the same thing if every term multiplies by 12. Okay, once you multiply every term by 12, now we cancel out. And that's what clears the fraction. So I'm going to start with my first term, and I know that 3 divides into 12 4 times, and that canceling out gets rid of my fraction, or clears the fraction. 6 goes into 12 2 times. There's nothing to cancel out here, or here, 12 times 2 or 12 times x. And so my last canceling out is here. 2 goes into 12 6 times. All right, now what I'm going to do is I'll write down what I have left. 4 times 4x plus 2 times x minus 12 times 2. Put your equals. I have 12 times x plus 6 times 3. All right, now we're going to go ahead and multiply through. So 4 times 4 is 16x plus 2x minus 12 times 2 is 24 equals 12 times x is 12x plus 6 times 3 is 18. All right, we're going to move all the x's to the same side. So I have 16x plus 2x, and then the 12x will come over, minus 12x equals 18, and we'll move the 24 to the other side, becomes a positive 24. 16 plus 2 is 18, minus 12 would be 6x. 18 plus 24 is going to be 42. We'll divide both sides by 6, and we'll end up getting x equals 7. All right, that's our fractional equation. Let's turn to the other side of the page. I'm going to skip this word problem for now, and the work to practice is at the bottom. So hopefully that has helped you remember how to simplify, expand, and solve equations.